Good morning, children. Today we'll study about the informal organization. Informal organization, we have studied about the formal organization. Now, what is informal organization? Informal organization is basically interaction among people at work gives rise to the network of social relationship among the employees. So, because of the interaction among the people at work, when the people are working at that time, they interact with each other, and because of that, a social relationship is developed among the employees, which give rise to the formal organization. So, the formal organization is a system of well-defined jobs, each bearing a definite measures of authority, responsibility, and accountability. So this interaction among the people becomes a social relationship, and that is called the informal organization. Through frequent interaction and communication, people tend to form a social friendly groups to satisfy their social needs. With this, their social needs are satisfied. The employees' social needs are satisfied with the informal organization. A very good example is a drama group in an organization, or a cricket team of organizational personnel, or we can also say that a meeting in a cafeteria. When people meet in the cafeteria, they form a group. When the employees do a drama in the organization, they form a drama group. When the organization people play a cricket match, then that forms the cricket match group. It is an informal group. So informal group is basically develops because of the social relationship when the people are doing the work. What are the features of informal organization? It originates from within the formal organization. So informal organization originates from within the informal organization because of the work being done. And this happens because of the interaction among the employees. The standard of behavior evolved from the group norms. What will be their standard of behavior that originates from the group rules and regulations, or groups, informal groups norms. Communication is free and independent. There is no formal communication. There is no where you have to report it or where you have to take the orders from. You are free and independent to communicate with any of the members in the group. It emerges spontaneously and not created deliberately. So it is not planned and created. It has no objectives. It only emerges spontaneously, and it has no definite structure to form. So there is no definite structure like the divisional structure or the functional structure in the formal or informal organization. There is no definite structure. Now, what are the advantages of informal organization? Prescribed lines of communication are not followed. There is no top management, middle management, or low level management. So a fixed line of communication is not followed. You don't have to take orders from anyone, or you have to receive the orders from anyone. Give orders or receive orders from anyone. Thus, it facilitates quick feedback and spreads information faster. So in the informal organization, the information spreads at a very fast rate. It provides a sense of belongingness and gives due respect to the social and psychological needs. So with this informal organization, the social and psychological needs of the employee is fulfilled. It provides the necessary environment for individual creativity and innovation. So a necessary environment is created for the individual creativity and innovation. So for the individual creativity and innovation, a necessary environment is also created. It contributes to fulfillment of goals, promoting the feeling of cooperation among the employees. So it contributes to fulfillment of goals. The goals of the employees are fulfilled, promoting the feeling of cooperation among the employees. As a result, the cooperation among the employees also increases. So with the informal organization, there is a fulfillment of goals and of the organization, and promotes the feeling of cooperation among the employees. Now, what are the disadvantages of informal organization? Informal organization structure spreads rumors. This is the first disadvantage. Rumors are spread very fastly in the informal organization. It opposes the policies and changes of management. Whatever policies and changes of management are there, or the management wants to change any policy or rules and regulations, then it is opposed by the informal organization. It generally prefers status quo and existing work routine. So it generally prefers status quo. Whatever rules and regulations are made, the informal organization likes to follow that. They do not want any type of change in the informal organization or in the rules and regulations made previously by the management. The fourth one is it gives importance to individual interest as compared to the organizational interest. So here more in the informal organization, more emphasis is given on the individual interest while the organizational interest is neglected. And the last one is it pressurizes members to conform to group cooperatives. So whatever group expect, the members of the group try to fulfill that expectations, and this is the last disadvantage of the informal organization. Because of this, the management finds very tough situation to make any changes according to the change in the environment. Today only this much. Thank you.